Most photographers believe success of their photographs comes from outside of them, from recognition, competition, or approval from others. I don't believe that. I believe success of your photographs is internal. And the moment you start outsourcing it, everything changes. You stop creating to impress others and you start creating to impress yourself. When you create for external approval, something changes. You don't just create images, you create pressure. Pressure to impress, pressure to perform, pressure to rush. And that pressure slowly disconnects you from your own work. Because the moment someone decides that your image is good, you stop listening to yourself. And once that happens, your photography may look fine, but it stops feeling like it's yours. I was doing exactly the same thing. Chasing approvals from others. I was creating, I was working, but I was still waiting for others to say, great image. Waiting for something outside of me to tell me that my work was good enough. And I didn't fully realize what it was doing to my photography. 7 years ago, I traveled to the Arctic to photograph the Arctic wolf. And I need to be honest about this. What scared me wasn't the cold. It was being alone. No trees, no people, no internet, no phone. Just white in every single direction. I remember landing in the Arctic and then I was thinking, I don't know where I stand here. I didn't know what would happen if something went wrong. I didn't know who would even know if something went wrong with me. And for the first time, there was no one to impress. No audience, no reaction, no validation. Just me, my fear, and one question. Do I still want to photograph the Arctic wolf? And the answer to that question changed everything. In that silence, I figured out what kind of an artist I am. I realized I like to create for myself. I am the happiest. I am full of joy when I am happy looking at my own work. Not for recognition, not for approval, and certainly not for an outcome. I enjoy the process of creating. Of course, I enjoy the end result, but I also enjoy the process, the making of. What happens? How do we do it? Hiking, the cold, the freeze, the food, my God, the no food, everything. I absolutely love that. I love the creation of any photograph. The creation is what makes me happy. Of course, the end result makes me happy as well, but the creation is something else. It's just very different from the end result. The end result, I feel, is there and finished. The creation is timeless. The creation keeps going. I didn't need to stay any longer to prove to people that look how tough I am, to prove to people that, hey, look, I can withstand minus 56-degree weather. I didn't need to prove to anybody. The image was already made. And more importantly, the belief was already formed. And that belief stayed with me long after I came home. 7 years later, something unexpected happened. I was contacted by the Canadian Post, the ones who are responsible for all the stamps and the postcards and so on and so forth. 3 of the Arctic wolf images were purchased by them for a national release. They are printing 2 million stamps along with postcards and booklets. And I want to say this carefully. That moment, the moment that they contacted me and they purchased the images, that did not feel like success. What really made me happy was something else. Knowing that my work will live way beyond me. that it will exist in someone's stamp collection. I was a stamp collector when I was young. Just to know that someone's going to collect my own stamp, the stamp that I created the imagery of, made me so happy. And it's going to stay there long after I've gone. Now, all this happened not because I chased it, not because I planned for it, but because I stayed honest with my work when no one was watching. And that's when I understood something I still carry with me. Success isn't physical, it's mental. A successful image isn't what other people think of it, it's what you think of it. That's why I don't ever submit my work to any photography competition. I have nothing against them, but I just will not submit my work for another human to judge my work. They have 10 fingers, so do I. They have 2 eyes, so do I. Why should another human judge my work when I don't judge anybody's work? I don't judge people. I don't judge anyone's work. A successful image isn't what people think of it, it's what you think of it. I don't need another human being to certify whether my work is good or not. The only one approval that I care for the most is my own. And that decision changed how I create. I want to elevate my standards so high that I have to struggle to meet them. And when I do meet them and impress myself with it, that is when I know I have something great. A great photograph, a good photograph, a photograph that I am happy with. Simply because I have elevated my standards so high. My standards of what's good and what's not good. I will not accept anything that is unbelievable. And that decision changed how I create. Because when you stop waiting for permission from others, you start listening to yourself again. When us photographers chase external approval, something subtle happens. We start creating for others. We hesitate. We second guess. We look outward instead of inward. We finish an image and then wait for the reaction instead of feeling it while we are creating the image itself. And when you do that long enough, you stop trusting your own eye. Your work may look fine, but it does not feel like it's yours. The moment you become self-dependent, everything shifts. You become a complete system, start to finish. No dependency on likes, no dependency on competitions, no dependency on timelines. You get your result while you're creating the image, not after it's posted or judged or approved or purchased, but while you are creating it. And this is important. If you feel your image, the world will feel it too.
I'm just speechless here at the magnificent work that I've seen he's done.
Failure isn't the problem. Putting a timeline on success is. Timeline steals lessons. Failures aren't setbacks, they're opportunities to get better. Not in days, not in years, but in this lifetime. The only reason why this opportunity knocked on my door is because I refused to stay down after getting knocked again and again and again. If you're still trying, still failing, still learning, you're exactly where you should be. Stop waiting for permissions. Stop outsourcing belief. Elevate your own standard and live by it. Trust your process. Trust your eye. Keep going. I hope this encourages you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.